Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Chicken coming at you again, and long time no see. Uh, as Kelly Clarkson would say, since I've been gone, a number of things have come up that kind of got in the way of me being able to record a video on a weekly basis. As you'll notice, I'm in a different location again, uh, and this time I'm actually using my computer to record. So I apologize if the audio is a little off. In my random testing that I did, it didn't sound so great. So oops and sorry. Having a little trouble doing the editing and recording on my tablet, so I figured, hey, why not try on my computer? Speaking of on my computer, I wanted to go ahead and just use today's video to go over some tools that I use on the web that really help me in my gameplay with Eve Echoes. At the end of the video, I'm going to give a little bit of an update about what's been going on with me, but I didn't want to hold you back from the information that we would be going over today. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So here, first and foremost, we have a nifty a website that I have on my screen. Sometimes I have three different monitors, and at times I just want to black out a couple of them. So there's this cool website that I stumbled upon called blackscreen.app, and it's just literally a black screen. But to go over some of the other things that I use on a regular basis, first off, we have EveEye Echoes. It's echoes.eveeye.com, and there is it's a web app, and it just it has a few things on the initial screen, and you hit start somewhere in the middle, and then it brings you to this. It's got a number of different tools. You can check different distances between stuff. You can zoom in and zoom out. It lets you check out different regions. Like if I wanted to check out Delve, I could just double click on that, and it gives you a map of Delve and all its connections. There's the ATEC B04V, and if I wanted to see, okay, I want to go in there and see what's in Aquarius. All right, well, now I'm in Aquarius. It's a really nifty tool, um, especially if you're out in space that you're unfamiliar with. You can just say, okay, well, I happen to be, in pure blind, and I don't know how to get out of here. How do I get from here to there? And you can kind of like scroll around and see what's going on. You got your Torinos Outgate here. I'm in QTech 5, so probably I should go down and over here, and then I could go. And you can have this on your screen while you're looking on your mobile device or using various uh, emulators uh, without having to open the in-game map and still be able to see. Now, I do prefer the in-game map when I am doing stuff. However, this is a really good reference point for if you're trying to kind of map things out and you can't really like open a screen because of various extenuating circumstances. And that is EveEye. I believe the gentleman who runs this is also one of the content creators. You'll have to forgive me. Each of these websites that I'm going over, uh, I uh, I'm I'm really sorry for not giving the proper kudos to the specific individuals. You'll notice that there is a Discord link. I highly recommend checking out his Discord channel. Um, and if you have the resources available to support him, I definitely encourage that. I am between jobs right now, so that's why I have this big yellow bar down here at the bottom, or else I probably would have given him some kind of contribution at this point. He offers this information and this tool for free to everybody. You just got to deal with this big yellow bar. Moving on to the next one, we have the Eve Market Watch. Now, we don't have an API that will give you this information, so where developers can just display it in various forms, but you have one individual. Again, I'm really sorry, I'm forgetting names. that is taking the time to manually enter this information and display it off to the side. So you have the overview, which will give you all kinds of different data. The index of minerals, raw ores, planetary resources. You can go into the PI that's trending, and you'll notice that it loads up. He's entered these points individually each time. So back on 62201, he entered the value for the index of fuels. I think this is a derived value. And as you come into the raw trending, come on now, there we go. So you have the raw normal ores. Yeah, so here's a good the Scordite. He entered that in at 6:31 on um, May 25th, 2022, and the most recent update, I believe, was probably more recent. Maybe he's had something going on, but the most recent update for this one is 11/22/30. Or 11/30 of 2022, and it was 4.78, and it kind of gives you a really good graph. There is the ability to log in. I currently don't have a profile created for this, but if you go to mineral trending, it'll give you the various minerals over time. Looks like the last update on this was 11/30, but here we go. In the PI trending, which I think is really cool, not only does it give you the index of all of them, but as you go further down, it gives you like blustering alloy, how it's been trending and changing, uh, the gleaming alloy, and all that jazz. Really great tool. Uh, I definitely encourage anyone who has the time to help, because it says right here, help wanted. This tool is maintained manually, and if there's more contributors, we can track more market items. So he would like you to reach out and contact him on Discord or Reddit. And there is a Reddit post that led me to this, and he even had a content creator market challenge. Clicking around on all kinds of different stuff. Anyway, I really love this tool, and I utilize it quite often, and I highly encourage anyone else who is interested in following the market, at least PI and minerals, to go ahead and post on here. Additionally, another resource that I utilize on a regular basis is the EveEcho's Discord. I'm sorry, Reddit. There are a couple of subreddits for EveEchoes. The one that I highly recommend that is moderated by people from all over the community, including content creators and various heads of different organizations, not just one, is echoes_eve. It's the official subreddit for EveEchoes. I know there's a couple that say that, but this one actually has involvement of NetEase personnel. They are granted a moderated role and can come in and check it out on their side. They tend to stay away from Reddit, from my understanding, but here you'll see currently there's a lot of stuff about the ongoing war between SSH and well, basically the server. And a couple other website tools that I use are there's a Discord timestamp. Have you ever wanted to go to a fleet op and you weren't sure exactly what time it was in relation to you couldn't quite figure out, is that UTC, is that US time? If it's US time, are there, which US time is it, Pacific, Eastern, Central? Is it from somebody who's based out of the UK? Is it somebody who's based out of Russia? This tool will this Unix timestamp code you can enter into Discord in these various forms, and it'll give you these outputs. And when you put it in, you can then you can put this code in, and the number here in the middle is actually a Unix timestamp, and it will convert that into this output that you see here. So where do you get the Unix timestamp? And the website for that is you could just look up Discord timestamp in Google or whatever search engine you prefer. I happen to find this on GitHub Gist, and I saved the bookmark for it, and it's just Discord timestamps. And then here we have unixtimestamp.com. And here you can enter in whatever timestamp you want. You can put in the the day, the time, the year, and then you hit convert. So let's say that I wanted this for January. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's say that I wanted it for January 15th, and I wanted it to happen at 12 o'clock my time, and we're going to do this in next year. So I want to convert that, and now it's going to give me my time code. I can take that time code and put it into Discord in this format here, and what it would do is, let's say that I chose this format, and I just typed this specific code in right there, but instead of this number line here, I put this number here. Now this is the one that's current right now. This is meaning at this exact moment. However, right here, where after you hit convert, it will change that. So let's say that I was like, oh, I don't want it to be at 12. I want it to be at 4 o'clock my time. So I hit convert, and now it's changed it. And it'll tell me that GMT, that's going to be, 00 on January 16th, but my time zone, which is Pacific Standard Time, it's going to be Sunday, January 15th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is GMT minus 8. So relatively, it's in a month. So these two websites that I use, the Discord timestamp information, and then the Unix timestamp converter, I'm able to get a Unix timestamp, put it into this information, and so when I say, hey, there's a fleet coming or going to be meeting up, the form up is at 4 o'clock Pacific time, but since this is a worldwide game, I want to make sure that everybody knows what time it actually is, and if they want to come, they know when to be there. And so I'll go ahead and post it and utilize this code to do so. I hope that those different websites that I utilize on a semi-regular basis or very frequent basis are able to help everybody in their Eve Echoes journey, whether it be the, bouncing around to different systems that they're unfamiliar with, whether it be to keep an eye on different market products. And I'm gonna reach out to that individual and say, hey man, like, do you need a little help with that? Because not only does he say it clearly on the thing, it has been a couple of weeks since he's been able to update it, and it was being updated weekly. I hope everything's okay. If you're watching this video and you are the gentleman who maintains that, please leave a comment in the below on the status of that, if you're still looking for help, and also anyone else who's willing to offer him help. Please not only reach out to him on Discord and Reddit, but go ahead and leave comments below, and I'll make sure to get that message out to him, and do what I can to link you all up. Additionally, we also have the Eve Echoes Echoes underscore Eve Reddit. I've been meaning to specifically promote that for a long time now, and there there was originally when I started my channel up, there was a lot of drama surrounding the those two Discord, or I'm sorry, Reddit, the two main subreddits for Echoes, and as time's gone on, it's just become very apparent that if you would like un uh, if you would like information that isn't specifically filtered and catering to one specific narrative, and you want it to have a somewhat freedom of speech in regards to that, then definitely take the time to go to echoes underscore Eve. There is also a different subreddit that claims to be the official subreddit. However, it is heavily moderated, and very often dissenting voices are silenced, banned, and posts entirely removed if it goes against any specific narrative that the current moderators of that subreddit follow. I tend to not get involved in the politics of that sort of thing. However, it's become very apparent that you if anyone were to put a message on there that differs from things that they would like to see, it disappears. And if anyone brings up the fact that it disappeared, they're banned. Please come over to the living subreddit, echoes underscore Eve, and have your voice heard, regardless of whether or not you ruffle feathers. Pretty much the only rule there is don't be a D. As long as you're not a D and you don't violate other like Reddit rules of that really cross a major line, then you're free to post whatever you like. And lastly, the other thing that I really wanted to make sure to get out there was the Unix code timestamp, the Unix timestamp converter code thingy. That has helped me a lot in trying to make sure that the times that I'm running a fleet or that other people are running fleets, I give them that code, and then people from all over are able to know, oh, it's then my time. Yay. So yeah, uh, thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. This is the end of the actual video, and from this point, I'm going to give you a little bit of update about what's been going on with chicken. So, I lost my job, as many of you know. I was laid off, and in doing so, I had kind of a little existential crisis, am I good enough, etc., etc. I was able to kind of pick myself up by bootstraps. I did a lot of helping around the house and job searching like mad. And in doing so, I stumbled upon a program where I was able to learn Java development and coding. And in doing so, it's a really intensive program. I barely had enough time to do a minimal amount of stuff in game, as well as a minimal amount of stuff around the house. And given that both of those things were already lacking, it became very difficult for me to record videos and put them out. So now, what gave me the free time to be able to record a video at this point? Well, I just realized that uh, there is no such thing as more time or less time. It's, there's the same amount of time every day. So I was able to structure my studies and help out around the house enough to get to a point where I could record this video for you today. My goal is to continue recording on a weekly basis and see what I can get out there. This video is going to be pretty unedited because, like I said, I transitioned from my tablet to my computer, and now I've got a whole new set of tools to learn. The really good thing is that I've been doing top of my class. I have been kind of fiddling with other games here and there. I'm doing a little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of EVE Online, and not too much, not enough to be like, ooh, check this out, I learned these new cool things. But I've been having a little bit of fun with it in downtime. Additionally, some things that have happened in Echoes, the corporation that I was one of the directors in, which was part of the No Alliance, had, after 1 year of service, uh, decided that we were going to merge with Pew, Black Legion. Hence the new intro. If I can get it to work right, you'll know at this point if I have a new intro. So we merged with Pew. Shortly thereafter, uh, we uh, we uh, in the No Alliance, it was disbanded. Uh, Myself and many of the other Who members are still members of Pew. Some have unfortunately retired. Some have come out of the woodwork. Uh, have gotten time to play again, and we're having a really fun time. The great thing about Who and about Pew is that we had very similar outlook on sovereignty and different parts of the game as far as how we played and how we looked at various forms of gameplay. So I couldn't be happier to be a member of Pew, and I'm excited for what the future holds in that regards. Uh, that being said, I think that I've covered it all. The reason you see me looking that way a bunch is because that's where my uh, monitor is that is showing me my current recording, and I just want to make sure that it's still centered on screen. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, including the parts about me. And if you do like this video, please take the time to hit the like. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. Doing really good with my subscriber count so far, and I can't wait to build it back up. I'm sorry, it hasn't really dropped much, but to continue building it with your help. So thank you again. You have a wonderful day, and if these websites or videos helped you at all, please, if this video or those websites helped you at all, please take the time to share it with people, and I hope you have a wonderful day.